me photographs of people and places from the past. Some of them have been passed down through the generations, and we may never have known the colours of our grandparents' lives. By only knowing them through their black and white photos, we forget that they had colour, that their world was like ours. It was colourful and bright and wonderful. It was not the monochromatic world we see in their photos. Some of us may even have a painted photograph to show what great-grandma's dress looked like or what colour our great-grandpa wore to work. Tonight I want to talk about a new computer program that I've found which does this colorising trick for free. It's not perfect, it doesn't do skies or shadows or small parts of the photo, but it does give us a vision of what the past looked like in colour. So, enough waffling. Here is the front page of the program, Algorithmia. Some of what follows is for the computer users and perhaps our children and grandchildren who will be able to check this out on our YouTube site in a week or so. It will be there, well, forever, and will be a resource for everyone. Those of us who simply like the effect can sit back and see what can be done. Such as this. Well, this is how it works. They've done over 1 million images, and the program keeps learning from the images. That's your front page. All we do is upload a photograph from the computer. And we'll see how to do that later on. This is a photograph I think everybody knows. We've used it in a number of exhibitions. It's from where the vet is next to Coles, up the hill a little bit, looking along Caledonian Avenue towards the railway. We can see the Methven Ferguson building, the foundry. We can see the Falkirk Tavern. And we can see there's a lot of vegetation. That is what happens when you run it through the program. You get half done, half undone. You can compare the two. That's an interesting bit of vegetation there. Let's see what happens when we pull it all out. There it is. We can see the sand. Vegetation isn't completely covering the ground. There's Guildford Road. It was possibly a rainy day. But we can see what it looked like in colour. What the photographer could see. What we couldn't see before. This is a photograph taken by my father. Dad was in the Air Force in the islands during the Second World War. This is at Kalimantan in Borneo. They were hit by a Japanese air raid. And if you look at the detail, you can see some of the damage, but it's very hard to pick. Just by the by. Dad was a very good photographer. Disregard the fact that this is offset, it's not square. It's virtually the only photograph I have of his that isn't square. It indicates to me that he was in a rush, he was possibly in danger at the time he took the photograph. And by colorising it, yeah, we can see bits of the tanks off. You can see the damage over here. It's not perfect, but it can be improved. Once you've got some colour, you can improve things. And I use a program called Earth View, and we just put that in there. We go to colour corrections, and we change what they call the gamma correction and the contrast and the saturation. And we finish up with brighter colours, and we can see a lot more of what the damage was and what my dad went through. Interesting. So, here's an aircraft coming into land at McLennan Airport. Coming in over, you can see the brickworks in the background. And we can colour it. Well, red aircraft. Probably during summer the grass is dry. There's a bit of cloud around. But it's amazing the way things are brought to life with a little bit of colour. Here's one that amused me. Father Christmas in 1934 arrived in Maylands by plane. Got a tax stand at the back there. That's very important for what happens. I colorised it, and the tax stand turned out to be red. I don't know what a beastie is. A rabbit? A rat? A reindeer? I have no idea. Maybe a wallaby. No, the arms are too short, they're too long to be a wallaby. Anyway, Father Christmas is mainly in black, and that's wrong. So I took colour there, and using other programs, which most people have, blow it up, I wanted that to go red, so I selected it, took the colour from the tax stand, put it in there, and bingo. I then went ahead and did the rest of his outfit. And we finished up with Father Christmas looking like Father Christmas. Going back, his beard was yellow. I turned his beard white as well. That's the sort of thing that can be done with the colorising program. This is my great-great-grandmother in Hastings before they left for New Zealand. And that is my great-grandmother. Sorry, not Hastings, it's Plymouth, south of Cornwall. And that's then coloured. A bluish dress, great-grandmother in white, and that's a family photograph. I've always known my great-great-grandmother as black and white. Okay. That's my mum, at a place called Tanner, up in the wheat belt. Younger brother, me. I've only ever known this colour, this photograph as black and white. Here it is in colour. Obviously summer. Who needs the green? Who needs the rain? That was in 1946, 1947, and it was a dry year. Doesn't always work. This is one of my sisters-in-law up in New Guinea. And what happened with this one, she turned green. Because it uses fairly large brush strokes, it wasn't able to differentiate her face. So she's gone green. And there's nothing I can do to fix that. Not easily. If you make it a lot smaller, if you just cut out the face, it makes a difference, but then it's not a really good photograph that you're left with. The hair works right. I'm told by my wife that that was the colour of her hair, that brownish colour. But the rest of the photograph, doesn't work. But with the majority of photographs working, the occasional ones can be excused. That's me again, at Tanner, on my little tricycle. And there we are. As you can see, it doesn't work brilliantly with shadows, but I've got bare feet. There were double G's there, I remember. We learned to live with those. Trees, nicely coloured, and that is the sort of thing that one can do with this program. So, It's worthwhile for historical photographs to see what can be done with them. It's worthwhile, really worthwhile, for family photographs from last century, the century before even, to see what the people lived like, what they looked like, and what the colours of their lives were. Finally, here's a photograph of a building we all know, Bell Castle. Now, I haven't done this before, so I'll get Roger to go to the front of the computer. On Google, put in the URL, the address. I have the same problem. It keeps disappearing. So we can put that then into Google. And here we go. There's the front page. Now we need to upload a photograph that we've got on the computer already. Click there, upload. And on our desktop, we have Bell Castle. And we open it, and it's now colorising. And we've got to wait for hours. It's got a lot of stuff to colorise. It's doing a huge amount of work, and it's doing it for free. That's the best part of this. It's all for free. So we wait. So long. I've done these before. I know how long we're waiting. Just around about now, it's going to suddenly supply us with something special. Taking a bit longer than expected. It's gone to sleep. No, it hasn't. It's still clicking away. So what's that, about 30 seconds? It seems so long when you're waiting for things. Bingo. Now if we can drag the purple line across, there is Bell Castle. It's picked up, but it's red brick. It's got a cloudy sky. You can see the texture in the sky. And we've got some of the workers sitting around, probably at lunchtime. Maybe not. Maybe it's a bit earlier than that because we've got the big shadows coming across there. That is what can be done with this program, and I recommend.
Save that picture on it, save it on the computer somehow.
We'll come back to that. So that is Algorithmia. I recommend it for anyone who wants to do something different with their family photographs, with their historical photographs. Thank you very much.
So save, how do we save the picture now into my computer?
Alright, grab the slider on the far side and bring it down.
Be careful.
Be careful to avoid the photograph. Bring it down and download the colorised image. Very intuitive, very simple, and a lot of fun.
And then I can just minimise that and show it is on the desktop. Let's find that now. So I'll go to downloads.
Yes.
That's it. And there it is up there.
Right. So click on that.
There it is.
Perfect.
And what I've got to do then, I'll just close that because so I've got a huge name on that. I've just got to rename that to whatever I like.
Yes. Typing in the dark can be difficult.
That'll be colour.
Yep.
Okay, that'll do.
That's good enough. And you can put then, you can take that onto,
Anywhere you like.
yeah, put it into, on the desktop. And it's all done. Easy peasy. So, okay. Excellent.